the forgotten West Indies opener who almost scored a century on debut, then vanished into cricket's shadows. Discover Omar Phillips's complete story. The story of Omar Jamel Phillips is one of cricket's most overlooked tales of missed chances and quiet exits. Born on October 12, 1986, in Boscobel, St. Peter, Barbados, this left-handed opening batsman came within just 6 runs of cricket history during his Test debut. Known by his nickname Ramo, Phillips stood 6 feet tall and seemed destined for a long international career after his impressive start. However, his cricket journey took unexpected turns that led him far from the spotlight he briefly enjoyed. Phillips' early cricket development was unusual because he represented Jamaica at youth level despite being born in Barbados. This cross-island representation shows how young Caribbean cricketers often move between different territories to find the best opportunities for their development. His ability to adapt to different cricket systems and cultures would become a theme throughout his career. The beginning of Phillips's professional cricket career came in October 2007, when he made his debut for the newly formed Combined Campuses and Colleges team. This was a unique franchise that represented educational institutions across the Caribbean rather than a specific island. His first one-day match was against Trinidad and Tobago, where he opened the batting and scored a solid 34 runs. This debut showed his potential as an opening batsman who could provide steady starts for his team. Phillips made his first-class cricket debut later in the 2007-08 season against the Leeward Islands. First-class cricket is the highest level of domestic cricket, and making this step up successfully is crucial for any player who wants to reach international level. His early performances showed promise, and he quickly established himself as a regular player in the Combined Campuses and Colleges team. The 2008-09 season became Phillips's breakthrough year in domestic cricket. He played 9 first-class matches and scored 577 runs at an impressive average of 32.05. These are solid numbers for any opening batsman, showing consistency and the ability to make meaningful contributions to his team's total scores. However, his standout performance came in a match against the Leeward Islands that would define his domestic career. In that memorable match against the Leeward Islands, Phillips played the innings of his life, scoring an incredible 204 runs. This double century came from 396 balls and included 23 boundaries and 4 sixes. Scoring a double century is a rare achievement in any level of cricket, and doing it in first-class cricket showed that Phillips had the technique and mental strength to play long innings. This knock became his only first-class century, but it was spectacular enough to catch the attention of national selectors. Phillips' international opportunity came in unusual circumstances. In July 2009, he was named in the West Indies Test squad following a pay dispute between the West Indies Cricket Board and the Players Association. The regular first-choice players boycotted the series against Bangladesh, creating opportunities for fringe players like Phillips to step up and represent their country. While the circumstances weren't ideal, Phillips was ready to grab his chance. The first test against Bangladesh at Arnos Vale Stadium became one of the most remarkable debut matches in West Indies cricket history. Phillips was one of 7 players, making their Test debuts for West Indies in that match, showing just how many regular players were unavailable due to the pay dispute. Despite being thrown into international cricket in such unusual circumstances, Phillips rose to the occasion magnificently. In his first Test innings, Phillips top-scored for West Indies with an outstanding 94 runs. He came agonizingly close to becoming only the 6th West Indies batsman to score a century in his first Test innings. Falling just 6 runs short of this historic achievement was heartbreaking, but his innings showed that he belonged at international level. The knock demonstrated his technique, temperament, and ability to handle the pressure of Test cricket. Phillips' 94 on debut was even more impressive considering the circumstances. Playing against Bangladesh might not seem as challenging as facing Australia or England, but Test cricket is Test cricket, and any international bowling attack poses serious challenges. His ability to construct a long innings and top score for his team showed maturity beyond his experience level. In the second innings of that first test, Phillips scored 14 runs as West Indies lost by 95 runs. While the team result was disappointing, his overall contribution of 108 runs in his debut test was highly encouraging. Many cricket fans and experts expected this performance to launch a long and successful international career. The second test of that series saw Phillips make scores of 23 and 29 as Bangladesh won again to complete a series victory. While these scores weren't as impressive as his debut knock, they were still solid contributions from a young player still learning about international cricket. However, these would turn out to be his final test appearances, as the pay dispute was resolved and regular players returned. Phillips played only 2 test matches for West Indies, scoring 160 runs in 4 innings at an average of 40 dawatars. These are excellent statistics for such a brief international career, and they suggest that Phillips had the ability to succeed at test level if given more opportunities. However, cricket can be cruel, and his chance at the top level was brief. Following his test appearances, Phillips was selected for West Indies tours of Bangladesh and England in 2010. The A team represents the next level below full international cricket and provides development opportunities for emerging players. Being selected for these tours showed that the cricket board still saw Phillips as having potential for future international selection. Phillips's leadership qualities became evident when he was appointed captain of the combined campuses and colleges team for the 2010-11 season. This was a significant responsibility, as he had to lead a team of players from different educational institutions across the Caribbean. His captaincy skills helped guide the team to the final of the regional 4-day competition, showing his tactical awareness and ability to inspire teammates. The 2010-11 season was also Phillips' last with combined campuses and colleges before he made the move to represent Barbados, his birth island. This move made geographical sense and potentially offered him better opportunities to return to international consideration. Playing for Barbados meant competing in a well-established cricket system with strong traditions and better resources. Phillips's career faced a serious setback in December 2014 when he suffered a frightening injury during a cricket match. While batting at the non-striker's end, he was struck on the back of the head, causing him to lose consciousness for 6 minutes. He was immediately taken to hospital for tests, which cleared him of anything more serious than concussion. This incident highlighted the dangers that cricketers face and could have had much more serious consequences. The head injury incident was particularly scary for Phillips, as he later admitted. Cricket balls are extremely hard and can cause serious damage when they hit players, especially on the head. The fact that he lost consciousness for 6 minutes shows how severe the impact was. Fortunately, the medical tests showed no lasting damage, and he was able to continue playing cricket. Phillips made his final first-class appearances during the 2016-17 season, bringing an end to nearly a decade of first-class cricket. His last professional matches came in 4 games during the 2017-18 Regional Super 50, which is the premier one-day competition in Caribbean cricket. This quiet end to his playing career marked the conclusion of a journey that had promised so much more. After retiring from professional cricket, Phillips made an interesting career transition. At the end of 2018, he took on a player-coach role with Strathmore Cricket Club in Melbourne, Australia. This move showed his desire to stay involved in cricket while starting a new chapter in his life. Coaching allows former players to share their knowledge and experience with the next generation while earning a living from the game they love. The player-coach role in Melbourne represented a complete change of lifestyle for Phillips. Moving from the Caribbean to Australia meant adapting to different cricket conditions, coaching methods, and cultural environments. His international experience and first-class cricket background would have been valuable assets for any club cricket team in Australia. Phillips's connection to international cricket wasn't completely severed even after retirement. In December 2022, the West Indies called him up to act as a substitute fielder in the second test of their tour of Australia. This unusual call-up happened because several members of the West Indies squad were unavailable, and Phillips' presence in Australia made him a convenient option for the team management. Being called up as a substitute fielder at age 36, 5 years after retirement, was an unexpected return to international cricket for Phillips. While substitute fielders don't bat or bowl, they play an important role in maintaining team strength when regular players are injured or unavailable. This call-up showed that Phillips had maintained his fitness and that the West Indies management still valued his experience. The circumstances of Phillips's international career highlight some of the challenges facing Caribbean cricket. The pay dispute that created his opportunity also shows the ongoing financial struggles within West Indies cricket. Player boycotts and administrative problems have been recurring themes in Caribbean cricket, often disrupting the development of young players like Phillips. Phillips's story also demonstrates the competitive nature of West Indies cricket. Despite his excellent debut and solid domestic record, he couldn't force his way back into the Test team when regular players returned. The depth of talent in West Indies cricket means that players must be consistently excellent to maintain their international places. The financial realities of Caribbean cricket may have influenced Phillips's career decisions. Without regular international selection, earning a living from cricket in the Caribbean can be challenging. The move to Australia for a coaching role suggests that Phillips needed to find alternative ways to support himself while staying involved in cricket. Phillips's coaching career in Australia represents a positive outcome from his cricket journey. Many former players struggle to find meaningful employment after retirement, but Phillips successfully transitioned into a role that utilizes his cricket knowledge and experience. Coaching also provides opportunities for personal satisfaction through helping younger players develop their skills. The mystery surrounding Phillips's current status adds intrigue to his story. While we know he took the coaching role in Melbourne and was available for substitute duty in 2022, there's limited information about his current activities. This privacy is understandable, as many former players prefer to live quietly away from public attention after their playing careers end. Phillips's brief international career raises questions about what might have been. His debut century was just 6 runs away, and his overall test average of 40 hours suggests he had the ability to succeed at international level. If circumstances had been different, or if he had received more opportunities, Phillips might have had a much longer international career. The technical aspects of Phillips' batting showed promise throughout his career. As a left-handed opening batsman, he provided variety to West Indies batting lineups dominated by right-handed players. His ability to play long innings, demonstrated by his double century and Test debut knock, showed the temperament needed for Test cricket success. Phillips' fielding abilities also contributed to his value as a cricketer. Modern cricket places huge emphasis on athletic fielding, and Phillips's selection as a substitute fielder years after retirement suggests he maintained excellent standards in this area. Good fielding can often be the difference between team selection and missing out. The leadership experience Phillips gained as captain of combined campuses and colleges would have been valuable for his coaching career. Understanding team dynamics, managing different personalities, and making tactical decisions are all skills that transfer from captaincy to coaching. This experience probably helped him transition successfully to his coaching role. Phillips's story reflects broader themes in cricket about opportunity, timing, and making the most of limited chances. His career shows that talent alone isn't always enough for sustained international success. Circumstances, competition for places, and sometimes just bad luck can all influence career outcomes. The geographic journey of Phillips's career, from Barbados to Jamaica youth cricket to combined campuses and colleges to Barbados again and finally to Australia, shows the global nature of modern cricket. Players are increasingly willing to move between countries and continents to find opportunities, whether as players or coaches. Phillips's quiet retirement and transition to coaching represents a mature approach to life after cricket. Rather than clinging to faded glory or struggling to accept retirement, he successfully found a new career path that kept him connected to the game while providing financial stability. This practical approach to career transition is admirable and shows personal growth. The fact that Phillips was still considered for international duty as a substitute fielder years after retirement speaks to his professionalism and fitness standards. Maintaining the physical condition necessary to field at international level requires dedication and discipline, especially for someone in their mid-30s who is no longer playing regularly. Omar Phillips' cricket career ultimately represents both achievement and missed opportunity. His Test debut knock of 94 will always be remembered as one of the great near misses in West Indies cricket history. While his international career was brief, his successful transition to coaching shows that cricket careers can have multiple chapters and success can be measured in different ways beyond just international statistics. Subscribe now to discover more forgotten cricket stories and learn about players who disappeared from international cricket.